'Cause all the world is lucky to be yours. I know I need an ex-life. I'm not satisfied to know you just won't. Ba dum bum bum ba da 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 dum da dum da 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 dum bum. You spend up dying. Wouldn't you see how much you've lost? Wiki, this is new. Expecting the way things are. Oh damn, okay. Oh my god, they have full. Y'all could do this, but couldn't include some pretty vital subtitles that are quite frankly needed and missing in some of the clips. Road to Empress. I'm your biggest fan, but also your biggest critic. You better watch out. The unnecessary mother to— oh yeah, we just killed the lady, and now we're using her son against him. Oh, how exciting. Oh yeah, and here are the rumors currently being spread. I've seen this cutscene before, and now I'm on to the next chapter that I didn't click on yet. That I should. Yippee! So take a long time. All the world is lucky to be yours. I know. Sorry, a song is stuck in my head. Not sure if I should attempt a cover of it so soon, but Next. Always the palace drama.
在陛下的布局之下，更多新的官员崭露头角。朝堂的权力版图在潜移默化中发生着改变。
Yep,
但这
and he
看
got
似平
part
静
of
的
the
局势之下，
advantage.
正酝酿着未知的变数。
First among the 9 consorts. Oh, I forgot. We've been flirting with him, so he has pretty what is it? Good opinion of us, despite the fact that we might have to betray him later on. Really depends on what ending I think we're going for. My hopes today are that I can get through at least like until the end of this chapter, right? Match each verse. I mean, it's color coded, so thank goodness. I can't read Chinese. But yeah. Hopefully I can maybe make it to the end of this chapter. I'm not sure though. Not this chapter, the end of the storyline. And then I could finally— you're pregnant. And then I could finally take a break from this game and maybe play some like Marvel Rivals at Demon Hours or something, because that's what I've been doing anyways. We shouldn't have done that. Yeah, because you're pregante. We have child.
透花瓷，
你之前不舒服的时候，只要吃些甜的，心情就会好很多。
Press. Zootopia abortion arc. Dude, I want to get rid of this child so bad. I hope we're faking the child. Like, how do they know we have child currently? You know? Like, what was the pregnancy test back in the day? Oh my god, I should search that up. I should know this. I feel like this is a fact that I should know. Upon learning you carry the imperial heir, proposes conferring you with the title of Zhao Yi, you choose to politely decline.
陛下，不可。昭儿知道，陛下心疼昭儿和孩子，可是如今昭儿才刚刚有孕，若陛下突然加封，必然会引来皇后忌惮。
But how do we know you're pregnant again? How do we know you're pregante?
昭儿觉得，
How do we know you're
中的孩子平
pregnant?
安，还是等皇后对我不再诸多猜忌时，再行册封为好。
How do we know you're
我明白你的
pregnant?
顾虑。好，那我便陪
God,
你
that
一起
video is never gonna leave my head, is it? Like, we all know what video I'm talking about.
姑娘，皇后方才派人前来传信，请姑娘即刻前去。
知道了。
Girl, where's your chess set? I want to see that again.
拜见皇后。
Evil,
本
evil
宫今日请
lady.
你前来，是想告诉你，
Always the
谋害你
evil
的刘
scheming
贵妃
empresses.
已经在
Evil
别宫
scheming
隐蔽
nepo
事。
baby empresses
什
is
么
the crazy
周儿
part.
知道后受了很大的刺激，对媚娘你颇有恨意。本宫也劝了她许久。这刘贵妃虽然是自食其果，但她毕竟是钟儿的生物。看来
What, the pregnancy
还
test
是再给这
part?
孩子
Yeah,
些
I'm
时
thinking of it too.
媚娘，
Like, it has to okay,
可千万
if
别
we're
跟她
trying to
计
think
较。
through this, right, it has to
皇后
still
放
be
心。
some kind of piss.
媚娘明白大局。
Because that's how modern pregnancy
本
does.
宫未曾
But the
看
question
错。
is, what are you pissing on?
从今
Back in
往
ancient
后
China,
你
what
便
would
是
they
本
be
宫
pissing
身
on
边
to know
唯
that
一
they
的
are
宝
actually
贝。
pregnant?
媚娘，你可千万不要像刘贵妃那样。
Wait,
让本宫
I think
失望。
frog. No. At some point in history, I think people were pissing on frogs. If I remember correctly. Or was this a lie that I was fed or some fucking hoax that I heard? I think some point in history, people were pissing on frogs to know that they were pregnant. The question is this the point of history? Is this still too early? I'm searching this up. I kind of, I don't really care about what this Empress says. How you prove your loyalty? I devote myself to you. Actually, I'm carrying Li Zhi's child. What a way to prove your loyalty. Wait, let me search it up. I need to know now. This, like, I gave myself a brain worm. This is really bad. Were they pissing on frogs to
姑娘，
determine
杨太妃
pregnancy?
照例熬了桂花羹，吩咐奴婢给姑娘送一碗来。
Oh, okay. So frogs were part of the first mainstream pregnancy test, apparently. Let's see what the Atlantic says. Oh, wait, no. Wikipedia has a page on pregnancy tests using
但是比往日
animals.
要甜一些。
What do you mean Wikipedia page has an entire page on pregnancy tests using animals? So before... Did we die by soup? I was too busy. Oh, shit. Wait, okay, whatever. Yeah, I don't care about this right now. So, Wikipedia. Before immunological pregnancy tests were developed in the 1960s, women relied on urine-based pregnancy tests using animals, ranging from mice to frogs. Advancement in medical technology, blah, 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 blah. Throughout history, there have been different animal-based tests with the aim of indicating the pregnancy status of a woman. The most well-known test is the Hobson test, prevalent from the 1940s to the 1960s by using the underlying principle of hormones and the subsequent biological responses to certain frog species. And there's a different frog test. So there's two frog tests that were frequently used. The Hobson frog test and the Galli-Mainini frog test. Two different tests, separately developed, I'm pretty sure, using frogs as basis to know whether you are pregnant or not. I mean, this is the first soup death in a while. Okay, I don't really care about... Okay, Hobson test was one of the most reliable ones. What did you piss on? You didn't piss on the frog. You used as female frogs. Environment were like culture frogs. Hobson hypothesis being a result of pituitary gland. Blah, 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 blah. Testing procedures for the Hobson test. Of injecting a sample of woman's urine into the skin of the back of the frog. So it's even worse than pissing on the frog. You're injecting your piss into the frog. Specifically into the dorsal lymph sac. Around 12 hours later, results could be seen. If the woman was pregnant, then the frog would be ovulating, and a small cluster of eggs would be seen at the rear end of the frog. Interestingly, the same could be observed in the male species of Xenopus laevis as well, and they were seen to produce sperm upon injecting the pregnant woman's urine. Alright then, but that's not what they would use in ancient China, is it? Previous pregnancy tests, called AZ tests or rabbit tests, were troublesome and time-consuming. They consisted of injecting women's urine twice a day for 3 days into mice or rabbits. Then the mice or rabbits would have to be killed, and scientists would examine if the animals had enlarged ovaries. This ovary growth is due to the HCG, and the Hobson tests were soon more popular and performed more widely because you wouldn't need to keep a rabbit/mouse alive long enough for you to inject a woman's piss into it a bunch of times. No, I knew it, but I didn't know that was by injection, right? Also, this doesn't answer the question of like ancient China. How did ancient China do pregnancy tests? How did ancient China do pregnancy tests? Or would they just guess? Thin Blue Line, a history of pregnancy tests. There's pregnancy test 101, clear blue, and the earliest records of pregnancy tests using urine can be found on papyri from Egypt, dating, okay, so all the way back in Egypt, we were pissing on things to determine whether we were pregnant or not. And once, yes, 1990s, rabbits, mice, frogs, and toads. I know about all of that. First hormone one, sheep's blood. In the 1960s and 70s, pregnancy test was available in healthcare professional, available in minute of hours. Using Margaret Crane, the world's 30 minutes, what are some earliest ways people most fascinating to determine whether using physical signs and symptoms have always been used as a tool. Wheat and barley. Okay, one of the earliest records of pregnancy tests using urine can be found in papyri from ancient Egypt from 1500 to 1300 BCE. According to this theory, if after peeing on bags of wheat and barley seeds for several days, the seeds sprouted, you were told you were pregnant. What's more, if barley grew, you were told you were having a boy. And if wheat grew, you were told you were having a girl. Interestingly, a 1963 study from Cambridge University found that in about 70% of cases, urine from pregnant women did cause grains to sprout. A 2010 study noted that this could be due to increased estrogen in the urine. Onion test? What do you mean onion test? Around 400 BC, the Hippocratic and Hellenic school of Greece promoted testing for pregnancy by inserting an onion into your and keeping it there overnight. One morning, if your breath smelled like onions, you were told you were not pregnant. Why? Because they believed that if an embryo existed, it would block the smell of the onion from traveling through your body up into your mouth. The test was popular until the Middle Ages. I'm so thankful we ain't shoving onions up a woman's private parts anymore to determine whether they're pregnant or not. Jesus Christ, man. I still can't find the answer for China. I mean, I think the easiest way is we're glad to be born in the 2000s. I'm saying. But yeah. What the fuck was I? Oh, yeah. So I'm just gonna assume it's due to like symptoms. You know, just general early symptoms of pregnancy. That's what they relied on. There's definitely some like diabolical shit that Imperial China was using. Because there was diabolical shit that everyone else was using to, you know, figure out about pregnancy. But hey, at least now we know that people used to shove onions up a female's private part. Wow, the more you know. What the fuck, dude?
媚娘，你这是做什么？
皇后，奴婢今日在两仪殿被诊出怀了身孕，但奴婢自始至终都是皇后的人。若不是因为皇后，奴婢现在还身在改业寺。皇后的大恩大德，奴婢没齿难忘。
本宫知道你的忠心，更明白你的不易。起来吧。既然怀了身孕，以后就别跪了。
You know, all of the studying about pregnancy is a lot more interesting than trying to figure a way out to get, get this girl. Man, back to court politics. You mean I can't just read Wikipedia pages? I'm doing another Wikipedia stream.
皇后不会容许一个棋子母凭子贵，所以，我绝不能踏上和刘贵妃一样的去母留子的命运。
Break free from the Empress's control. Happy 6 months of employment? Are you 6 months employed? Oh, 6 months moderator. Happy 6 months of unpaid labor. Wait, Bobby, you came right now? You could have come earlier when we were talking about pregnancies? Shaking my head. Now whenever there's gonna be someone new coming in chat, I'm gonna tell them all about what we learned earlier. Lies. Hey Bobby, did you know that people used to shove onions up a woman's private parts? Because that was what they deemed as a adequate pregnancy test. And according to that theory, if the woman's breath smelled like onions the next morning, then she was not pregnant. That's crazy to me. Anyways, I can't believe I went out on this. How I did mine. I can't believe I went on this entire tirade and still didn't find the answer I was actually looking for, but I got some side information that was valuable enough. Did he beat you?
你总和我说是自己不小心，真是无耻之有。不碍事的，如今我们姐妹团聚，就别提那些伤心事了。
I'll help you escape him.
姐姐，我一定帮你远离比夫。
I think that's like better, right? Would you like a meatball? If only. Now I crave meatballs. Now I crave IKEA meatballs again. Man, there's something about IKEA's food court that just calls to me every day, all day. Does chatting help us in any way? That's the thing though. Or does it all... I feel like this is one of those cases where it could all lead to the same, whatchamacallit. Like, all lead to the same path. I'll chat about childhood memories.
我的这儿一定过得很辛苦吧？有姐姐在，我就什么都不怕。这儿。你看我们现在这样，像不像小时候？那个时候呀，你总喜欢赖在我房里，还给我讲鬼故事。你呀，调皮的紧。哎，姐姐，你记不记得小时候我去掏鸟窝，摔下来了，衣服破了。
Okay, now hopefully I get some sort of affinity, or I get some information from these conversations that make it easier for me to help her escape her abusive husband.
走到半道，结果摔了一跤。 我们就坐在地上，大眼瞪小眼，别提有多好笑了。
Fortitude. I get traits. I hope we're not like secretly divulging information to spies that are listening on us.
但姐姐总是护在我身前的那个人，昭儿，以后姐姐都陪着你。姐姐，我一定会带你过上好日子。
We will live happily ever after. How optimistic of you.
傻丫头，不管是什么样的日子，只要和昭儿在一起，就是好日子。快睡吧，以后你都可以安心的睡了。
Aw, cute.
虽说怀了身孕需要静养，但如今也得多出来走走，都听姐姐的。
姑娘，回来了。
昭儿，那个人就是王后派来的。看着倒是面善，但知人知面不知心，昭儿还是当心些。我心里有数。
What do you mean, new model? Haven't you been around the past few streams? Also, this is not new. I've literally had it since last year, guys.
走吧，小心啊。
I've only ever pulled it out though whenever I was playing Road to Empress. So.
姐姐，这是你
And it has been a while since Road to Empress 1, so I guess people just forgot.
专程送来的，说是
I have
局为
been
你做的。
absent.
别想了，快来吃饭吧，姐姐专程做的，都是你爱吃的。来啦！好香啊！慢点，好久没吃姐姐做的菜了。比起宫里啊，还是家里的味道好。
Homemade food, such calm before the storm. Such calm before the storm energy.
姑娘，请用茶。
昭儿别喝，我刚刚看到小柚子鬼鬼祟祟的，往里面加了一些粉末。
Oh my god. He's not... I think we investigated first, right? Last year here was from Marble Labo. I really want to play Marble Rivals. Probably gonna do so tomorrow. If I can hopefully get through the story quickly today and make the right choices without dying over and over and over again. Because I haven't played Marble Rivals every night. Only like 2 games, basically, every day at 2 AM. Just so I can grind a bit on my quests and whatnot. Probably this. If it's a girl, then no one will care, right?
姑娘有什么吩咐？
我最近特别喜欢吃辛辣之物，去给我弄点茱萸和胡椒来。
是。
昭儿有孕之前可从不吃这些，都说酸儿辣女，看来昭儿腹中怀的定是个女孩。真的吗？我最喜欢女孩了，姐姐。
A girl means no threat to the... what is it? The throne. Who the hell is Scott Summers, our Punch Dimension King?
主子，这武媚娘真是没福气，怀了个女儿，和没怀又有何分？
I'm sorry, Bobby. I don't know what you're talking about.
女儿又如何？曾经高阳公主最得先帝疼爱，这份恩宠可不输任何皇子。
是奴婢浅薄了。那主子，接下来打算
Oh, Cyclops! I don't actually know much about Cyclops. I just know that they're gonna be added. That's it. Oh no, we're dead. Whatever.
用点劲儿，姐姐陪着你。姑娘，用力，一定不会有事的。用劲儿啊，姑娘啊，用劲儿。昭儿，姐姐就在你身边。
Pit scan moon. Oh, that's gonna be so toxic. No, 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 no. Dude, I was playing a game yesterday, right? The enemy team did not know how to counter. Quite frankly. No, not the enemy team. Our team did not know how to counter. They had a crazy Moon Knight that was just sitting in the back, and no one was playing any dive champions to get rid of him. So we were just dead all the time. And the second we switched to Iron Man, and I played Ultron for the first time, right? It worked out. We won 1 round. But right after, the Moon Knight player was counterpicking us, and he picked Spider-Man, and then we lost the game, because apparently our team doesn't know how to counterpick, but the enemy team knows how to counterpick. Like, you cannot be serious right now. You're beautiful, intelligent, politically valuable. To Empress Wong, that reason enough to treasure any child you bear. Secretly take the abortion drug.
这立正殿到处都是皇后儿女，她不会做事，我安然诞下孩子。我必须设法办到。
Yes, we can actually abort.
或许只有皇后宫中出了一件
We can actually abort in this game. What?
才是我们
Sure.
姐姐，出宫暗中。
I hope this isn't end my death.
这儿，姐姐，你相信我吗？我知道你想做什么，自小你决定的事便不会错。好。 姐姐帮你。这儿那些多余的堕胎药，你打算如何处置？
What will we do with the remaining abortion medicine? Can we hide in the Empress chamber without anyone noticing? If we can do this, then this would be the easiest. You can use this as like planting evidence, right?
自然要让皇后被人赃并获，可皇后寝殿守卫森严，谁能将她藏入呢？
Xixin.
有一个人可以做到。
Yeah, Xixin can. Did she get caught? No, without anyone noticing. Let's go.
来人呐！昭儿晕倒了，来人呐！
昭儿。 陛下，五姑娘中了零灵香的毒，老臣猜测，此香是有人放在五姑娘日常所用之物上。若长此下去，时间久了，此毒便会逐渐进入肺腑，中毒之人便会血崩而亡。
什么？
陛下放心，所幸此时中毒尚浅，只需连续服用解毒之药便可恢复。
陛下，此事事关皇嗣，切请旨彻查。
皇后。 昭儿是在你宫中出的事。
Search the palace. Search her estate. Witch hunt her like we're back in the 1700s.
立刻派人查。
是。搜。
Did they find it? Let's go! Let's go!
陛下，臣在武媚娘的寝殿里找到了这个。
这明明该出现在皇后寝殿，难道是皇后早已发现了？
皇后，奴婢发现有人将装有零灵香的匣子藏进了皇后的立正殿正殿。
Finish your pasta. I should eat my salad, but I'm saving it for later.
奴婢例行检查立正殿一切用具，亦难以发觉。
看来他是想陷害本宫，自不量力。
Oh my god, she's very hard to beat. Now I can yap properly. Should I report this to His Majesty? No need.
我们该将计就计。
Oh my god, man! Do we just not have enough like affinity or something? We're missing so much information here.
正是零灵香。
媚娘，你为了构陷本宫，竟然不惜对自己和皇嗣下毒手，你，陛下，此事实在令人心惊。
We have to turn this around. We have to turn this around.
绝不可姑息。
Yeah, oh my god, it's just dead ends. The Empress and the clans to manage your execution. Man, Legis is a pup. Oh wait, we're sent out of the palace? We can be a free person. It's another freedom ending? We don't die? We don't get executed?
到了。
He hasn't even come out yet. People are already pissed. Oh my god, the story of my life, man. I play too many competitive games, right? For League of Legends, every time a new character comes out... Is this the Yuri ending?
主子，
走吧。离开圣安，这是陛下能为你做的最后一件事。
可是，若皇后等人追究起来，
放心，一切都已经安排妥当。
皇后主子去哪儿，西心便去哪儿。西心会永远陪着主子的。
好。
Kiss? They're holding hands! Wait! I love you, Xixin. You travel to Kunlun. Learn martial arts. Gathering the realms lost and suffering under one banner. With your support, your sister opened a restaurant at the foot of Kunlun Mountain. Kunlun Shan. Her osmanthus soup. A good ending. Vile children like Li Zhong in this world. I got a good ending. Prosperity loading. Glory to the realm, grace without end. A deed for the ages. Okay. His ult is a big laser that has an explosion come after, and it does percentile damage. Yeah, no. From what I'm listening to, he sounds broken. But then again, I feel like every Marvel's Rivals champ sounds broken whenever they release. It's up to gameplay whether it's actually false. Like it's up to the, what is it? Not gameplay. It's up to the stats, right? Like if you can somehow balance the stats, then you can, you know, tanks are drowning, bro. Welcome to percentile damage. If they stop yelling at healers, maybe they'll survive. I love Marvel Rivals. Healers are the most broken role. It makes life so good for me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, eventually, one day, one of these days, the meta, I'm calling it right now, is gonna be like 5 healers, 1 tank. Did I not already do that? Oh, Yuanzhao, what will you do with the remaining abortion medicine? Destroy it completely, I guess. We can't really plant the evidence, it seems.
我知道了，你放心。来人呐！昭儿晕倒了，来人呐！
昭儿
I feel like this path leads to my
五
death,
姑娘
though.
中了零陵香的毒，老臣猜测此香是有人放在五姑娘日常所用之物上。若长此下去，时间久了，此毒便会逐渐进入肺腑。
Like the other path led to my freedom, I feel like this. I feel like I'm missing something.
陛下放心，所幸
Some vital piece of information that I should have gotten in one of my previous choices that I don't have right
便可
now.
恢复。
昭儿，
陛下，万幸及时发现，否则妹妹和孩子的性命怕是都保不住了。
朕会查出给你下毒的真凶，绝对严惩不贷。皇后，昭儿是在你宫中出的事，你难辞其咎。
谁是媚娘的内侍？
是奴婢。
听玲珑说，
This kid is essentially shining a laser into several mirrors, except the mirrors can be any
如
surface.
今看来，实在蹊跷。
Wait, that's hilarious. I hope he's at least high skill cap.
奴婢冤枉。
From what you're like telling me, it sounds like he's a high skill cap
打到他
champion.
交代为止。
Like, as much as I hate Spider-Man, right? I think Spider-Man is currently balanced. Because really, the only people that can get anything out of Spider-Man are really, really good players. From what you're just describing, that's what Cyclops sounds like.
皇后，立正殿发生这样的事情，昭儿不能继续待在这里养胎。朕。
Man, I'm sad that we couldn't turn Yozi into our ally.
你觉得这个恩赏？
Like, there must have been some option in the past to spend more time with him that I just never found because of the, well, the road I've taken in terms of the story. Your elder sister tended. Oh, I got another ending. Okay, never mind. Of course, the second she goes into labor, life sucks.
你死后，你的孩子顺理成章由皇后收养。快叫娘亲！快叫娘亲！真乖。
The child crying. The child can sense that she's evil. The Empress's webs stretch across the entire rear palace. Even if you could leave Legion Palace, you are never truly beyond her reach. In the end, people are always the greatest variable in any trap. Do we beat him to death? Speak for him? Oh, if we defend him, can we turn to an ally?
陛下，小柚子对我尽心尽力，不会是他，还请陛下饶过他。
你心太善了，此事关乎龙嗣，宁可错杀，不可
Or
放
do we just die anyways?
陛下，我相信小柚子。
陛下，若是轻饶嫌犯，公规何在？
若仅仅因为小柚子是媚娘内侍，就是嫌犯的话，那立正殿人人都应该查。凌霄，立刻派人彻查立正殿上下。是。走。
You know, I'm pretty satisfied with the amount of endings I got so far. In just what? Like 30 minutes of gameplay time?
暂无发现。
That's crazy.
皇后，你的立正殿守卫向来严密，谁能在你的眼皮子底下行谋害之事？
此事出在皇后宫中，只有皇后能将罪证清除干净，不留一丝痕迹。所以，没有证据，就是最好的证据。
谁是负责照儿掩饰？
Team up with Wolverine that turns him into a Beyblade. Beyblade. Wait, isn't he ranged? Or do you mean it turns Wolverine into a Beyblade? Oh, I'm assuming you mean it turns Wolverine into a Beyblade and not turns Cyclops into a Beyblade. Yeah, that would make a lot more sense. There we go, yeah. I was like, there's ain't no way you're gonna turn a ranged character into a melee fighter, right? The Emperor is furious. Ling Lo is about to be flogged to death. You decide to keep silence. I mean, she hasn't exactly been nice to us, has she? So.
却一直想奏请陛下给媚娘多些恩赏。
皇后，立正殿发生这样的事情，昭儿不能继续待在这里安胎。朕会赐给昭儿一个宫殿，
Residents of our
待昭儿诞下龙嗣，封其为昭仪。皇后，你觉得这个恩赏
I mean, she can't say no in this case with an audience. She has to say yes.
陛下，妾也。
Yep.
谢陛下。
Make it sound like a benevolent action too.
陛下，长孙太尉求见。
宣。
Of course it's fucking Zhang Sun. He's gonna complain about this, isn't he?
赐婢女寝殿，本朝从未有过先例。不但如此，还专为此殿赐名灵照殿，此事万万不妥，请陛下三思啊！
朕意已决。
荒唐啊，陛下！吾师乃一介婢女，还是女尼之身还俗，实在不配被陛下如此厚待啊！她的身份必会成为天下笑柄，还请陛下待吾师诞下皇嗣后，将其送回感业寺，将皇嗣交予皇后抚养。
Divers are especially bad because one of his skills uses his lasers to dodge while doing Nazi stun. Wow! We have a counter? Who would have thought? Maybe divers for once deserve a counter that isn't just Loki. Because I swear to God, the only counter to divers so far is Loki. And I guess the Thing. But you can't have a Loki in the Thing in every game, especially with bans, right? So there should be more anti-dive teams. Chapter 23 end. I feel so bad to be talking over Road to Empress right now, but truthfully, I don't really have much to comment. At least on this game currently. Because everything is very self-explanatory and I can't really add much.
听木内侍说，这灵照殿里的每一个装饰都是陛下亲自派人挑选的。陛下日理万机，却对昭儿的事情这么上心。
Effective is good. Once again, a good game has a lot of diversity and a lot of counterpicks against each other, right? So that good players can take advantage of that, and you don't have a meta that's just stuck on. I guess you're gonna have a meta anyways. So whatever. I'll comment more about my Marvel Rivals when I actually play the game again. Honestly, I might do so later tonight.
夏日，我们可以在那儿一起赏荷。秋日，我们可以和孩子一起数星星。冬日，我们可以一起在那里和孩子们打雪仗。
真好。
Diversity with 30 DPS? That's every game. That isn't a lack of diversity. Most hero shooters you're ever gonna get, or most competitive games in general, right? With roles, you're gonna have mostly DPS. Because they're the characters that you want to make hits for, and it's a lot easier to make hits for them, a lot easier to balance them too. Because all you really have to do is just tweak their damage numbers if they're too overpowered. Like, even when it comes to League of Legends, you have a bunch of classes, yet most of these classes are DPS classes. They're made for damage. I think we have to be meaner than the Empress, because this man is too timid. But he's also scared of aggressive people. I don't think we're gonna win him over with kindness. I'll be quite honest here. Not again. We die in labor again. He should have been a tank in my opinion, with percent damage. Nothing you told me so far, Bobby, about his kid makes me believe that he has potential as a tank. Especially considering that his like anti-dive move is very selfish at the end of the day. He took 2. Did he, or is that 1? Oh, poor boy is starving.
王皇后派你过来，是来监视我的，但我也知道你生性善良，之所以为王皇后做事，也是迫不得已。那日我险些摔倒，你细心为我铺上垫子，从这个无心之举，我便知道，你和其他人不一样。
五姑娘，
你在王皇后处谨小慎微，却还是处处受羞辱刁难。若你投诚于我，虽然不能保你
Join me, unionize with me.
能让你做一个有
Maybe we can finally team up against this evil Empress and win it all. I'm not taking anything from someone that doesn't know his gumby. You mean his government name? What? Straw man argument, Bobby. That has nothing to do with whether he's supposed to be a tank or not.
姑娘对小柚子有救命之恩，小柚子有些事绝对不能瞒着姑娘，否则小柚子就不配做人。
你这是？
灵照殿内有问题的，就是那个熏香，此香无色无味。
Wow, that was a quick turn of events.
在体内郁结才会毒发。即使任由神医来了，也查不出缘由。
果然如此。小柚子，以前的事，我不与你计较。不过从今往后，你跟着我，切不能再三心二意，让我失望。我会派人送你的家人去安全的地方，就算是皇后，也休想找到他们。
小柚子以后一定尽心尽力地保护姑娘，保护好姑娘腹中的孩子。
皇后统御六宫。
Oh my, that was easy. What the fuck? Why wasn't he this?
此番收服小柚子，得他
Wasn't he this obedient before? What the fuck, man?
筑起了一道新的屏障。在你于灵照殿安心养胎的日子里，你得知高阳正在逐步收复朝臣于麾下，举荐贤才入仕，助自己争得更多权柄。他此举，并早已习惯在朝中一家之言、一人之下的长孙太尉。
Hopefully this is just a what is it? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The game creators also clearly have a favorite when it comes to the two princes. If this was under Alidra's storyline, right? Or the fourth prince storyline, then we would see an entire like 4-minute cutscene. But because this is under the crown princess storyline, well, all we get is the infamous black screen with
太
text.
尉和我说礼法，为臣者越了本分，管了不该管的事情，才是不顾礼法。
你。
近日听闻了许多太尉的时政事迹，太尉三朝贤臣，
Oh, young,
便
my
觉得自己
goat.
可以凌驾于陛下之上，皇权之上。
You got this, Gaoyang. Scare him.
都是为了我圣朝江山。
Scare this old man back to where he belongs, into his grave. You're a princess.
似乎与朝中官员走动。
Use your authority.
该小心的是长公主吧。
哼，从前是我活在虚妄宠爱幻象中太久了，与其做只能祈求恩宠的公主，不如做手握权柄的长公主。无论结局如何，我都不后悔。
Oh, I've seen this black screen with Tess before.
就在半年之后，你即将
Wow, another time skip. It's been what, 2 years and a half? Or 3 years and a half since we re-entered the palace again.
掀起了一场血流千里的谋反。
不可能，高阳绝对不可能谋反。
陛下仁慈，不愿意相信。 他们有谋逆之心，但证据确凿，不可辩驳。
Oh no, we couldn't help Gaoyang.
全交给老臣处理即可。
Wait, no, we can still help her, right? We can still help her. Please say we can still help her.
长孙太尉借此谋反案，大肆
Dictator Evo with Phoenix.
血洗朝堂。
Marvel Rivals knows its audience.
时辰已到，
无论是圣朝皇室还是文臣武将，皆被归入其中，送上了断头台。被血洗的名单中，也包括高阳。
陛下，谋逆之罪，罪事滔天，请陛下立即下旨处死长公主。
放肆！
陛下。
Oh, well, I think I have reached a bad ending because I lack a lot of information, which is quite unfortunate. It's very unfortunate, actually. Especially after Gaoyang saved our lives.
此谋反案由长孙太尉一党精心铺就，以彻底清除一切异己。
And this is also very sudden. God, I don't know what I could have possibly skipped here.
已无法包庇此等滔天之罪。
昭儿，高阳是我最疼爱的妹妹，可我却护不住她。在先帝朝时
I don't even feel bad for her death because it's off screen. That's really... That sucks, man. She did save our lives, but she's like the second person that died.
是紧密相连的门阀氏族，门阀擅权已有数百年积弊，结党营私，党同伐异。
To be fair, she didn't really like us either.
正会改变这一切。昭儿，你相信我吗？
Now really my only question is how will we actually regain, or how will we help him regain all of his lost authority?
陛下，一切都会改变。昭儿愿和陛下一起。 一步步拿回本该属于陛下的权利。
Ambition. We are one ambitious motherfucker.
昭儿，你答应我，要陪着我一同走下去。
Affinity. You will always be there for me. Not if we die. Enough chapter? No, there's more.
是高阳的临行之日，你请旨去见。
We can maybe save her. Wait. Please. Help her escape.
你来了，正好，死前还能再见你一面。
Oh, she still remembers
我与
us.
陛下已商议好，你会以高阳长公主的身份假死。
Yep.
我们会设法送你出宫。
帮我谢过皇兄。不过，不用了。
Nope, you have to live.
没有做错，便永远不会逃。
高阳，
你不必去。
Your stubbornness is gonna be the end of you, girly pop.
你是不是很疑惑，我为何会站在九哥一边，卷入权力斗争？其实一直以来，我要的都很简单。我想命运可以握在自己的手里。
Convince her to live so that she can live her own life.
这门婚事容不得你做选择。
从未有过一刻可以自己做主。
公主为了一个和尚违逆父皇，实在是不能呐。
She talks about tying him up. Hashtag
这
agree.
一次是我为自己做的决定。
I mean, there's a bunch of Marvel rival characters that have like weird interactions with each other.
我羡慕。
But once again, they know their audience.
羡慕你和皇兄兜兜转转，依然走到了一起，更羡慕你从不认命。呆瓜死后，我的每一天都过得很。
Don't accept your fate, girl.
是我害死了他。
高阳，当年编辑之时，我始终欠你一句对不起。
傻子。 不用说对不起，恨你不过是给我自己一个活下去的理由罢了。
You're awake. You finally thought things through.
墙之内，一切都太过冰冷了。
高阳，里面太危险了，你不能进去。高阳，
媚娘，不要让他们伤害呆瓜。就这一次，我求求你。
Okay, we know she's gonna die because they're doing the whole flashback shtick currently. So.
对不起的人，一直都是我。媚娘，你能原谅我
吗？ You will always be my best friend. Y'all had such cute moments together. Of course, besties.
我最好的朋友。
Now can you live, please? Can you live for me?
我羔羊此生只爱过一个人，也只交过一个朋友。
Like, can you live?
唯一的遗憾。
Don't say that. You have to live. We need allies. It's not because I like you, it's because I kind of need you to stay alive.
姐姐，这是你送我的吗？不是啊，今天早晨有一个工人专程送来的，说是上工局为你做的。
我好想亲手为他戴上平安锁，可惜。
Oh my god, please just live. I'm begging you to just live. We have everything in place. We have everything in place to help you live. Just choose to live.
你可愿为我腹中的孩子
？Don't encourage this.
愿他来日
Do not encourage this, Yanzhao.
天地宏阔
This is dumb. You should not be encouraging this. You would make for a really, really bad suicide helpline worker / volunteer.
红儿，红儿，这是你姑母为你取的名字。
Beg her to live.
走吧，媚娘，走吧。我只想你看到我最漂亮的样子。 往前走，别回头。走吧。
Okay, well, that sucks. I guess I don't get my logical happy ending. Hey, me? Expecting logic from this game? I am a fool. I am such a fool. Whatever. I could only hope. I could only wish. Impossible? Yeah, truly. Girl, you didn't. Okay. Yuanzhao did not even try hard enough to convince her to choose the path. Like, why would you set up an entire fake death scene and not use it? It's a waste of your resources. It's a waste of the resources of the Emperor. And what? You literally just mentioned it once. You're like, hey, we have it ready for you. And then the second she says, like, nope, I'm gonna go out with glory. You don't even try. I'm not gonna lie, I think that's just a sign of a bad friend. Like, you didn't like her in the first place. Whatever, your own destiny, whatever. I think you're becoming too immersed. I'm mad at these characters because their choices don't make a lot of sense to me sometimes. Like, the writing decisions are so cursed. Not cursed, but they're kind of, especially with this chapter, right? With this storyline, it's kind of iffy. Anyways, you could clearly tell who the favorite prince is, at least for the writers. And it's definitely not the Emperor / Crown Prince. Guaranteed. Because they put so little effort into his storyline so far. As opposed to the other one, like the first storyline I played, where, like, there was plain foreshadowing in at least not every choice, but most choices made a lot of sense to me. And most writing decisions also made a lot of sense to me and matched with the motivations of the characters. For this one, they didn't even bother with the subtitles. They forgot subtitles for scenes. Let alone the cutscenes that would have 100% been in the other guy's storyline, right? And the fourth prince's storyline, but are missing here. Sometimes it's just unpredictable. You can say that for the first game. Because in the first game, I think they were literally doing it for shock value at that point. Or at many points. For this one, though, like the first, what is it, 4 hours I played this? Unpredictability was really rare. Everything made sense to some degree. Like, I can't even feel bad for her right now. Oh my god, Yozi, you've come to save the day? Like, how many times have I seen this goddamn black screen with white text within the last 30 minutes? Way too often. Quite frankly, way too fucking often. Are we dead? Oh no, I think we're alive. With child. She's no longer with child.
看着眼前的小生命，你最心痛的，就是还未来得及让红儿喊高阳一声“姑母”。
End of chapter 24. That was a quick. That was a quick ass chapter, dude. Why? Probably because of the lack of cutscenes. I can't believe me, Riel, notorious cutscene skipper, is complaining about the lack of cutscenes. What have I become, guys? What have I become? I don't even recognize myself anymore. No, and Gaoyang's grayed out and dead now. I mean, I'm surprised Attendant Mu is not part of our allies. Because this man has done a lot for us so far. He's led us into this Emperor's chambers way too many times when we don't really deserve it. Onwards we go.
红儿诞生之后，你被册封为昭仪，一跃从皇，成为了九品之首的昭仪。这是你从感业寺回宫后迈出的一大步。你将高阳的死深埋心中，他死于朝政争斗，但权力之争即便凶险万分，你也绝不会后退，因为你知道，于女子而言
，Closer to Power Part 1
之路便是夺取权力，一切还远远不够。
Bobby, don't call it that. Do not call it that. What's her name?
昭仪，从一个低贱的侍女摇身一变，竟成了当今陛下九品之首。
Don't ask for my opinion on this. Whatever. No comment. Dude, let me play my fucking shitty ass Chinese visual novel in peace. Or not in peace. In mild anger.
如今，仅凭后宫之力，难以斩草除根，还需借助朝堂之力。本宫要见长孙太尉。
Well, here's where the real fight starts. What? In terms of our allies, we still have Xixin and we still have Yozi. And obviously we have the prince himself. And our aunt. But I don't know why our aunt hasn't been all that present. She has influence over the court. Or she has minor influence. We should be using her.
一定不仅仅在后宫。你要尽快在前朝扶植自己的助力。因此，每每陛下批阅奏折之时， 你都陪伴在他身
I'm
侧。
sorry for ruining your happiness, Bobby. Are you sure you and Mythic are related to some degree? You're both so dramatic.
就由赵儿念给你听，好不好？
Exact same vibes too.
我陪红儿玩，赵儿帮我念。红儿。
Do I have to play all of them?
老夫为圣朝奉献半生，这些都是我应得的。
I think I have to play all of them. So that I can get all of their, not wisdom, but at least all of their information. Oh! Okay, Ji Huaizhong is a good one. One of the good officials.
哎呀，老了，还是跟你们在一块儿，什么正事也不管才舒服啊。
Okay, he's a fucking loser.
赵儿，这些人都想辞官，其中或许有人能真正为我所用。
Ji Huaizhong can work for us.
应该挽留谁？
赵儿知道了。
I feel betrayed I got coconut milk instead of coconut
他出
water.
身寒门，年纪尚轻。
Wait,
以才疏
isn't
学浅
coconut
这样
milk still
牵强的理由
sweet?
必然是在
Question
谋反
mark?
的排挤下无处容身了。
怀中此人确实有宰相之才，只是
陛下，臣从未贪墨。陛下，季怀中贪墨之事事关重大，更是人证物证俱在。
Difference is texture? Yeah, I'm pretty sure coconut milk's still sweet though. I like coconut milk. And I like coconut water. Not both, I'm pretty sure. I just don't know whether... I just never knew if, like, the coconut water / coconut milk was ever artificially enhanced with sweeteners, you know, with, like, added sugar or whatnot.
我知道他是被诬陷的，但证据确凿，我只能将他。
Like, I have no clue if actual coconut is
当
naturally
年他被
sweet.
人精心设局，几乎丧命，陛下保下了他的性命，已经尽力了。或许，他会是我们的契机。若我们从此人开始，逐步提拔被排挤而郁郁不得志的寒门官员，朝局或许会开始改变。
赵儿所言十分有理。我曾亲赴齐州赈灾，提拔过一批贤才，但提拔的高门之人，他们施政虽有小成，却收效缓慢。如今看来，正是因为他们出身门阀，皆有退路，因此破釜沉舟之心不足，反而寒门官员更能体恤民情，尽心实务。所以今后该换条路。
Humble officials have nothing to lose. Those who have nothing to lose will work the hardest to get something, or to have something to gain. In your opinion, what position is a high-paying honorary post, a post with a lower stipend but real authority? Probably this one.
陛下或可给他一个俸禄低但有实权的官职，便于他为我们做些实事。
Because I don't think his I don't think his salary currently is any good anyways. Like, I think any amount of salary for this poor fucking man is attractive enough.
的确，是赵儿考虑不周了。
我们可以给季怀中一个不起眼的虚职，如此不引人注目，之后再设法为他擢升。
此计甚妙。
Okay, never mind. The plan doesn't work, and he just shot it down and suggested something different anyways. Why'd you give us a choice if there's only one option there? I guess if we picked the right one, we would have more affinity with him. That's probably it. Bobby, why do you describe... Yeah, whatever. We've been holding this child this entire time and they haven't been complaining. Oh my god, the child cannot breathe if we've been holding this child the entire time. Their face is absolutely... Are we sure we didn't kill the child throughout this conversation? They look fucking dead to me, dude. I'm very worried.
他不想卷入陛下与长孙太尉的争斗，只想独善其身。陛下不便直接召其入宫，所以你请旨秘密出宫，去见一见这个宰相之才。
媚娘不解。
Recruit 季回众。
这只鹰为何收敛翅膀，独立于枝头惆怅？
昭仪光临寒舍，有失远迎。
不必多礼。季学士因病告假，陛下特命我前来探望。
劳烦陛下挂念，微臣惶恐。
季学士从郑州调回了京，可这是因为什么？
难道此事和昭仪有关？
当年朝局变幻。 学士因背负贪墨之名，被贬为郑州刺史。季学士
Come back to court,
怎能一辈
young
子屈
man.
居刺史之位？所以这小
Help
小的
us.
变却呢？
Help us turn the tide of the situation and win against the war.
昭仪的意思
And win in the war. Bleh.
可下官势单力孤，只想
Man, English ain't my first language. I'm bad at French. I'm bad at Mandarin Chinese. Sometimes I wish I knew languages.
"长孙太尉为首的门阀士族以一己之私把持朝政，裹挟圣意，排除异己，长此以往，社稷危矣。我知道学士也曾心怀报国热血，如今季学士可愿重拾初心
Follow your dreams, king. Or not king. Follow your dreams, king, not in the proper way.
再热血的初心，都无法撼动分毫。
万事万物都在变化，定局二字。
You are the change that is needed.
不试试，怎么知道结果？
The urge to have you forcibly switch languages? There ain't no way you have enough. Actually, you might have enough points for that. Fuck, dude. No matter how far Chancellor Johnson oversteps, you remain His Majesty's uncle. So what if he's my own? I am still the woman he loves the most. Has he ever spared a single thought for family ties? The realm bears the leaning. I don't know what any of these options are asking me of.
长孙太尉，可曾顾念亲情？
但陛下最顾念亲情，这便是此局的症结，也是死结。微臣沉疴未愈，恐昭仪沾染。
Shit. We failed.
微臣
We don't get another chance? Why can't we just say all three of them? Nope.
季学士，这边。
Oh, what? Never mind. Maybe we're forced to recruit him. Xixin didn't come with us? Oh, I guess Xixin's like under disguise right now. Not under disguise, but we can't be visibly associated with Xixin. It's meant for 5 minutes, but sometimes I truly ask myself whether I can last 5 minutes in a completely different language.
主子，你没事吧？方才吓死奴婢了。
属下护驾来迟，还望昭仪恕罪。属下的人擒住一个刺客，他招了，是长孙太尉的人。
他们是来杀微臣的。
看来一直有人。
You have to get back in court.
幸亏凌校尉来得及时，否则后果不堪设想。
Come on, man.
请旨，让人暗中保护季学士。
You're gonna die anyways. All or nothing.
受伤了，我们先回宫吧。
那季学士，我们先行告辞。
那一日，哪怕季怀忠已经遭遇刺杀这般生死危局，却依然没有选择效忠于你。正当你反复思量如何继续攻破季怀忠之时，
主子，宫外的消息，昨日季怀忠再次辞官，连夜离开了圣安。
什么
？You can't be serious.
季怀忠在寒门中素有声望， 他的态度
不会吧？
朝中所有臣子一看在眼里。
我这
而后，不管你如何努力，许以怎样的将来，皆无人选择投效
你。你说我就不说话就可以了吧？啥都不说，用的分都给废了。你这人也不懂中文，你非得让我换干啥呀？这逻辑在哪儿啊？谁看呐？哎呦，我有个东西忘了。好吧，那我换个决定吧。
只要
你自己的名字呢？你管吗？
我会劝陛下帮你洗清污名，以学士的
我
才干，
知道，
陛下必然会对你委以重任。
我已经说了，
亲眼看着季学士将命运握
我明明说的，你不会懂我说的话，可是你还是非得。
昭仪，士族不会容许我等寒门挥洒报复，就算我的污名被洗清，
你说我骂人现在也骂不了，我到底干啥？
如今朝中局势已定，若想改变，犹如蚍蜉撼树。
完了，我也没设个怎么说呢？没设个表，没设个时间。
以长孙太尉为首的门阀老臣，
什么什么长孙的什么什么，
就算是蚍蜉撼树，愚公移山，不试试，怎么知道结果？
不过这恐怕都是昭仪自己的想法。长孙太尉再如何逾矩，也是陛下的亲舅舅。
好吧。
在权势面前，血脉亲情似乎显得太过单薄了。这天下，毕竟姓李。
哦，这天下什么谁的名字？李的名字，你就信了呀？
容微臣考虑一番。
好，那我便回去，等季学士的消息。
微臣恭送昭仪。
我真的希望，我啥都没说的。好吧，看看吧，这个+1能不能救救我？把这局给赢了一下。哎呦，我掉个东西，2分钟，2分钟就完了。救命啊！我危险啦！哇，好饿呀！
主子，你没事吧？
怎么每次都饿呢？
方才吓死奴婢。
今天也吃饭了，所以我也不能。
还望昭仪恕罪。
哇！
手下的人擒住一个刺客，他招了，是长孙太尉的人。他们是来杀微臣的。
他们就是来杀你的呀！
秘密监视季学士，幸亏凌校尉来得及时，否则后果不堪设想。
你决定了吗？你这人真难赢啊！
让人暗中保护季学士，
一个啥都没有的人。
你都受伤了，我们先回宫吧。
那季学士，我们先行告辞。
就听听我们的吧，我啥都知道。我是女主，
却依然没有选择效忠于你。正当你反复思量如何继续
怎么还没有+1不够啊？得加多少？+3、+4、+5。
连夜离开了圣安。
什么
+6、+7、+8。
季怀忠在寒门中素有声望，他的态度。
哎呦我天哪！我这说的一路的说的多少啊？
如何努力，许以怎样的将来，皆无人选择。
这不可能说的是他，看看吧。blah blah 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 blah， 我听够了，我读够了。好了吧？ 哎呦哎呦哎呦！终于，我都变哑巴了。Oh my god, I'm free. Thank goodness I'm free, bro. I cannot. I cannot.
看来是我高估了季学士，没想到傲骨如季学士，竟也会卑躬屈膝至此，甘愿在长孙太尉的怜悯
You
下。
have to understand, Bobby. I didn't even know what to say at that point.
当年
I was
长
just
孙太尉以莫
complaining.
须有的罪名加诸于你，你几乎丧命。季学士
You
不
had
善
a
解
good
书，
giggle.
难道甘愿一
I
辈子
hope you
背
had a
负
good
你？
giggle from my misery and my
全权
inability
掌
to
下偷
express
生
myself properly
季学
anymore.
士在寒门中
It's
负有
like
最高
the
的声望，
biggest
是寒门官员的
nightmare
此
for a
志。
yapper like me.
若哪一日
That I
长
I
孙
can
太尉
keep
想
talking,
起
but nobody would
真的
understand
随
me
你扣
anymore.
下，
They don't have
季
to
学士
listen.
可还有自保之能。到那时，
But the bare minimum is that they understand what I'm saying.
昭仪的话
And now they don't.
真是伤人于无形。人人都说昭仪有七窍玲珑之心，今日所见非虚。不过这恐怕都是昭仪自己的想法。长孙太尉
If my suffering's that entertaining, I'll launch Dark Souls game for you. Eventually. You know what? Let me just get a whatchamacallit. Let me just get a capture card. I have a controller now. I can play controller games. Capture card for my fucking Nintendo Switch 2, and y'all can watch me suffer with platformers and whatnot. And wow. Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Now is +2 enough? Please say +2 is enough.
容微臣考虑一番。
Bobby, you know what the worst part about that is? Is that I'm probably gonna make a clip out of it, but I'll have to like manually write my subtitles for what I said. I don't want to manually write my subtitles. It's so much effort. Also, the amount of times I've seen this goddamn assassination scene is gonna drive me insane. Full crazy. Oh, for subtitles, I just use the TikTok subtitle editor, right? And that's auto subtitles. But I'm saying with like... the fact that I spoke Chinese there. What programs do I use to edit? I have DaVinci Resolve and I use TikTok. I use both editors combined.
还望昭仪恕罪，手下的人擒住一个刺客，他招了，是长孙太尉的人。
他们。
Please say +2 is enough. That you're on my side now, because I only ever have these two choices. Those are the only two choices I can have. So if you're not enough, I don't know who could possibly be enough.
让人暗中保护季学士。
主子，你都受伤了，我们先回宫吧。
那季学士，我们先行告辞。
乌昭仪，请留步。
Oh my god, you're finally on our side. I just need them both to I just need both conversations to appeal to you. What a headache that was, I'll be honest here.
臣早已是刀下亡魂。昭仪以女子之身，行英雄之事，胆魄远胜须眉，臣拜服。
Wait, an auto subtitle that like translates languages?
以身全力，为陛下效力。
那我便替陛下谢过季学士。
恭喜主子成功收复季怀中。
林校尉，还请
Yay, we have a scholar now. Or we have another ally now. Present it to us.
也算没有枉费主子安排这场厮杀。
雄鹰收敛翅膀，可一旦将他推下深渊，他也不得不振翅高飞。
可是，主子你却为此受伤了。
Like I have auto subs. I can auto sub just fine. The problem is I just spoke a shit ton of Mandarin and it's gonna auto sub in Mandarin. I don't want to auto sub in Mandarin. I need to manually put English subtitles for it, is what I'm saying right now. Oh! We finally see these two's faces again. It's been too long. After what feels like centuries of being free from them. It's funny to see him without his mask now. I'll be quite honest here. I've only ever associated him with his ugly gold mask and a fuck-ass dog.
继续是让奴婢传信给主子，因主子获封昭仪一事，长孙太尉已联合众臣要废除掉主子。
我诞下龙子，获封。
I drank more water today than I have in the past 3 days combined.
我们需先下手为强。
Bobby, are you sure it's not spoiled if you actually have to chew on your drink? I don't think coconut milk is supposed to do that. At tomorrow's court session, what do you need Ji Huaizhong to do to throw them off balance? Impeach Chancellor Zhang Sun, petition to depose the Empress, petition to grant you the title of Empress, probably impeach the Chancellor. I have no clue how I'm supposed to do that. I think it's gonna fail because I have no evidence and I have no plan to impeach him.
只要让季怀忠当众出来弹劾他，定会打他个措手不及。
Will that work? This seems like a dumb plan, quite frankly. Bought it yesterday? I don't know what's up with your drink, Bobby. It doesn't go off until September? What a strange beverage you have there. It's kind of like textured mochi.
此人如此放肆，竟然污蔑先帝亲封的顾命老臣裹挟朝纲，此罪当诛。
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's not gonna work. We have no evidence against him. This is just predictable writing at this point. Let me do... Too many people are controlled by this one old man. How pitiful. How sad. I don't know how we're supposed to depose the Empress because we have nothing against this. So this is the only thing we can actually control currently in the storyline. We can control ourselves and our position because we have nothing against the other two. So I'll pick this, even though it doesn't seem that smart. And it seems like there's gonna be people who are against us along the way. It has a translate? I'll figure it out myself eventually. I'll just manually type it in, I don't really care. I think it's a lot less effort to manually type it in than it is to... What is it? Learn how to apply subs or whatever. Do all my options lead to a bad end? That cannot be. Actually, what am I saying that cannot be? That can definitely be. Because I literally myself pointed out how every option is not optimal in this case.
对朕的家事，妃子妄加评论，肆意诟病的，你们身披相袍，应当想如何为国尽忠，而非盯着朕的后宅，乱嚼舌根，长舌至此，真是让朕瞎了个龙眼。退朝，陛下，退朝，恭送陛下。
Never mind.
李治虽保你安然无恙，但皇后暗中命人将此事迅速散入民间。
Nope, never mind.
你被赐有大恩于你的皇后，设局取代中宫的消息，传遍了圣安的街头巷尾。
Okay, yeah, we're dead anyways. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Every path was buried beneath endless rumors. Not okay. Charcoal consorts. Why does that feel offensive in the wrong way, if you know what I mean?
那些顾命老臣打着礼义教条的大旗想除掉我，那我们就以其人之道还治其人之身。
奴婢明白了，七出之过，无子为首。
皇后始终没能为陛下诞下皇嗣，这便是她身为皇后最大的过错。我们就用他们最热衷的教条。
A flute tickles my brain in a funny way.
还有何事要奏？
In a bad way or a good way is the question here.
臣今日所奏，事关国祚，不得不冒死直言。礼记有言：上以事宗庙，而下以祭后事也。陛下登基多年，刘贵妃、萧淑妃、武昭仪
In a funny way, you know what?
皇后身为后宫之
Sure.
主，却一直未有所出。圣朝向来是嫡子为正统。
I guess both in this case is what I'm gonna.
国本动摇，社稷又怎得安宁？
Sorry, my brain's slow right now. Slower than usual, which is somehow how did I manage this?
这可是非议储君呢。
皇后母仪天下，表率六宫，从无过失，怎可轻言废除？季学士，你出此言，是何居心？依臣看来，皇后尽心尽德，为陛下抚养太子。
Is this gonna end badly too? I just don't have enough evidence in any of these cases.
你是中书舍人李义府，刚刚那番话是什么意思？
Humble 5th rank official.
陛下，太子本为刘贵妃所生，此事天下皆知。
Wait, new character unlocked right here, right now? I put the offer out. I won't chase you because I know you see it. You run with me, and I can cut you free out of the treachery in the walls. You keep it. I'll trade your typical for something colorful. And if it's crazy, live a little. Sorry.
其心可诛，其罪当诛，请陛下降罪二人，以儆效尤。
太尉，你方才说。 此二人藐视朝纲，可是本朝一向广开言路，鼓励谏言。父皇在的时候，宰相张玄素、魏征等人言辞激烈，数次冲撞父皇，驳斥父皇的旨意。可是父皇非但没杀他们，反而因为他们敢于直言，而更为重。今日季怀中、李义府二人所言，并非虚妄不实，为何在你的眼中却成了死罪？
I'm the dweebest of them all.
既然此事争议不下，便容后再议。退朝，陛下。
There ain't nobody dweeber than me. And I will claim that title proudly. The same that I will claim the title of cringe proud. Oh my god, the chess pieces are back! Just like how I claim the title of cringe just as proudly.
舅父呢？有他们在，竟然有人敢奏请废后。
主子息怒，不过是几个年轻无知的官员罢了，陛下定然不会理会的。
没想到，那些不怕死的朝臣者，竟真的有投入武士麾下，果是如此狠辣刁钻的手段，真让本宫心惊。
主子莫急，长孙太尉和柳相有密信交于主子。
Oh no. These old men have information to deliver to you, girly pop. She truly cannot do anything herself, huh? She needs to rely on nepotism to win anything. Not as if we're relying on nepotism. No, we are so nepo-free.
那日朝堂之上，一位名叫李义府的后起之秀，不畏强权，舌战重臣。 你觉得此人或能为你所用？
女儿，把这杯酒给我满上。主子，真喜欢雅间那位，正是李义府。
李义府 ，New character unlocked。
快给王老板倒酒。这李义府
，Playboy。
主子，你仍要招揽他吗？
Yes. Those who serve me do not need to be saints.
关键在于
Anyways, we could always depose of him later on, like the Empress. Like, if we have him around, we could always use him to frame, like, we could always use him, well, frame him, and make him take the blame on our evil, dastardly plans.
他们岂会轻易放过你？被贬离京，难道不是板上钉钉的事吗？
下去。 武昭仪，
李舍人见过我。
昭仪虽穿着素服，但气度不凡。放眼整个皇城，会知道朝中此等绝密之事的女子，更会如此离京叛道来此酒楼亲自见产子的，想必也只有你，武昭仪了。昭仪风范，李某早有耳闻。
I guess that veil isn't doing such a good job hiding her identity, huh?
不怕再被治一个大不敬之罪。
正如昭仪所见，下官因言获罪，将被贬官，
如今还有什么话是说不得的？
调任之令还未下达，李舍人怎知不会有转机？
昭仪的意思是，愿意出手相助？
助与不助，需李舍人先回答我一个问题：那日在朝堂之上，你为何站在季学士一边，支持废后？
于皇后而言，李某不过是鲜花着
I was
锦，
merely.
但对于你，武昭仪
But to your
却是雪
grace,
中送炭。
that was a god.
毕竟富贵险中求，不是吗？
Fortune favors the bold. I mean, we're kind of begging here, so I don't think this is the right choice.
你是个有趣的人，有胆识，也很有谋划。放心，有本宫在，定不会让你明珠暗投。
臣谢昭仪。皇后已派与长孙太尉结党营私，在朝中横行霸道，党同伐异。下官愿以身为刃，为昭仪，为陛下，驱度除奸。
李舍人大意，本宫和陛下都会惦念你的一片丹心。
陛下和昭仪爱护臣子之意，臣定铭记于心。日后但凡昭仪吩咐，臣定安前王后，效犬马。
Dichotomy of this man. He absolutely hates corruption, but he himself is also corrupted to some degree. That's fun. Let's see if he backstabs us. I wouldn't be surprised if he does.
当时多亏了李舍人出言相助，今后我们理当通力合作才是。
哪里，不知季学士觉得。
I would also be very happy if he was just a regular old, what is like wild card that remains on our team. That would be the most enjoyable form.
不知昭仪如何看？
Rally others to resign and pressure Chancellor Zhang Sun. Plant spies around the Chancellor to strike at the right moment. Quietly win over officials from humble origins suppressed by aristocratic clans. Unionize! I'll always pick the unionize option. It's never the right one. But it's the one I will always go for.
能成为改变朝局的一颗种子。
昭仪好筹码，下官定肝脑涂地。
下官定竭尽全力。
那陛下和我便等你们的好消息。陛下已下令升任季学士为门下侍郎。只要你和季学士通力合作，你们二人皆能官运亨通。
下官定不负昭仪所期。
下官拜谢昭仪。
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish the storyline that quickly today.
此二人会是我踏入朝堂的极佳助理。
李某一直有个疑问：像季兄这样淡泊名利之人，为何会投入昭仪麾下，行如此凶险之路？
你不妨猜猜看。
听说季
Okay, these two can find similar
谋士
ground.
想寻求昭仪的庇护。
自然不是，我知道那是昭仪的设计，但他为了招拢我，不惜被自己的刺客所伤，可见其决心。 破釜沉舟的魄力。
What, Demon Stream today is what you're trying to ask?
他会挡在前方，跟着这样的人，朝中的局势一定能。
Dude, I kind of want to eat. I need energy right now. I'm very eaty.
我们不会跟错人的。
Are you saying for Marvel Rivals? Because Marvel Rivals definitely not today. It's probably going to be like tomorrow. Most likely. If I do continue today and go into Demon Hours, then it's just going to be this game. Because I really want to finish at least one line.
参见武昭仪。
莫内侍，
皇后宣你去立正殿觐见。昭仪，赶紧请吧。
We should not go. Why do we go?
主子，你还好吗？皇后宣主子来议事，已有1个时辰。莫内侍说进去通报了这么久都没见个人影。这么冷的天，主子还饿着肚子呢。主子不能一直在外面吹冷风啊，这可怎么办？我看这皇后就是故意的，这是给主子下马威呢。主子。
这位妹妹，我们住一套吧。我们一起来下双陆棋，我教你啊。你没事吧？徐姐姐。
Sister Xu. About continuing later?
徐敏慧拜见武昭仪。
I don't know what you mean, but yes, I probably did say something like that. Oh no, I'm kind of like half delusional right now, I'm not gonna lie. Head's so empty. Well, not when it comes to the plot of this. Actually, yes, especially when it comes to the plot of this. I don't like to think for this one. There's a lot less scheming to do, surprisingly, in the palace as opposed to outside the palace. Which I don't know how that ended up being the case, but this feels weirdly straightforward and really predictable. How are we gonna protect Xu Hui from this entire situation? Is this another death in our hands? I have a slight suspicion that she's gonna be the third death. Like, we have Mao Mao that died, we have Go Yang that died, and she's probably gonna be the next death if we want to win, so... Oopsies! Don't draw any attachments, sacrifice her. It's the only way. It is a death threat. I'm just killing people left and right. And not on purpose, but not by accident either.
认识，你姐姐是一个很好的人，是一个在这样的诡谲深宫中依然清澈如水的人。从小，父亲就让敏慧把学会姐姐当做努力的目标。父亲希望有一天，敏慧也可以像姐姐一样贤德淑惠，为君王分忧。你这狼牙项链倒是很特别。
Oh, I know about her love with the. Because of the other storyline, I'm very aware of her love with the foreign king. Look at that, we have insider information. We're insider trading.
好，吴姐姐，我们以后多多走动吧。
徐婕妤，陛下今日宣召你，请婕妤快些回去准备。
当年武媚娘入宫，分走了萧淑妃的圣宠，如今新人入宫，年轻美貌，诗书礼义皆非凡品。
武媚娘一旦失宠，蛊惑军心的贱婢就再无施展的机会。
一个女子，就算再有才干、谋略和天大的抱负，并为此付出了再多的努力，一旦失去了帝王的爱，她对一切都将烟消云散。
You think that the Emperor's gonna lose our favor of all people? That'd be really surprising. Ain't gonna lie.
今日是徐敏慧册封婕妤的日子，陛下肯定到她那儿去啊。
刚入宫就册封婕妤，
就是啊。
难怪宫里人会传言，新人入宫，我将失去军人。
呸！那些没有眼识的家伙，在我小柚子眼里，唯有主子才是绝世佳人。
好了，你下去吧。
哎。
Look at him, so eager to please now, when he was trying to kill us before. What a little praise does to a man. There he is.
这么不爱惜自己，你看，手这么冷。
My heart is cold, so my hands are also cold.
我心冷，所以手冷。
Call to the core. Another achievement for that choice.
怎么样？现在暖和了吗？笑得真好。
Adorbs.
还是长孙太尉。
Not even gonna complain about that one.
所有理应去看的。
我知道啊，我就是想看看陛下怎么解释罢了。陛下，他们在后宫中安插了婕妤，也定然会在前朝不遗余力的让陛下贬谪晋怀中和李义府。陛下一定要保护好他们，只有他们官员亨通，才能让更多人站在陛下身边。
Hey, look at that! We're showing empathy for the poor girl that the Emperor is definitely also shielding from the Empress, because he's not oblivious. He's actually very aware of what's happening around court, but he has to pretend to be oblivious to survive. And he's also very in love with the protagonist. So fucking in love. Again? So many of these gosh darn kiss scenes that last forever if you pick this prince. Meanwhile, with the other one, I just got tragedy. I barely even got to see them kiss. What is this? Do I have second male lead syndrome? I think I have second male lead syndrome. Did NYC win again? Also, I forgot we'll have to deal with the Prince of Wei eventually, right? Because we picked Li Zhi instead of Li Tai. And the only reason Li Tai stopped going for the throne was because, well, of the protagonist. He fell in love with Protag. But now that Protag doesn't care for Li Tai, then he's gonna be a threat. Slash a thorn. Rather inconvenient, I shall say.
这是魏王自己。
臣深知陛下之忧在于朝中佞臣，臣欲设法收集太尉谋害李薛二将的罪证。若陛下有决心，臣愿助陛下铲除长孙一党。
昭儿，你怎么想？
What choice would benefit Li Zhi, yourself, and the Shang dynasty the most? Use Chancellor Zhang Sun to remove Li Tai. Use Li Tai to remove. Stand aside and let the rivals destroy each other. Use Li Tai.
魏王只算是远虑，长孙太尉才是近忧。陛下，不妨听从魏王的提议。
No, I just keep seeing them being whimsy and Mandani essentially becoming Isabel from Animal Crossing. I'm jealous. Bobby, move to New York City.
我知道了，我会考虑的。
Invade Mythic's home. Live with Mythic. Free rent. And now you also get to be a New York resident.
而李泰则联合圣朝宗族弹劾长孙太尉谋害宗亲，侵蚀宗庙社稷。后来你才明白，李治想要的本就是两虎相争、两败俱伤之举，而魏王最终未能如愿找到太尉谋害李薛二将的罪证。6月后，魏王和长孙太尉之争以魏王败局落定，李泰被扣以谋反罪，被押送入圣安。
昭仪，魏王殿下被捕，如今在诏狱里。他死前只求再见你一面，昭仪是否要去见他？
Dude, why is it that the Prince of Wei just gets bad ending after bad ending whenever I see him? How do I wish to be a part of Mamdanistan? What? You want your mayor to be Muslim, your bagels to be Jewish, your Christians to be Dior.
既是故人心愿，那便走一趟吧。
是。
Nixon for. That speech is honestly so based. I loved it. It's so hopecore coded. New York is currently so hopecore, man. I'm also jealous. As someone living in a province that's undergoing terrible management. Like complete ass management.
吴才人，好久不见。
魏王殿下
No, Li Tai.
已不再是才人。
是。
You have better chemistry. I'm sorry I didn't pick you this run. I'll come back to you again sometime. Just in a while, probably.
有一点，我实在不。
I'm telling you, they're becoming Corin, minus the military.
把性命交予他人控制。
我并未谋反。
I'm just saying, if Mamdani can somehow pull like a good Wilson Fisk, you know?
到现在，你还在为你的心上人谋算。
If he can pull like Wilson Fisk, if he wasn't evil,
竟然也会爱上一个人，为他殚精竭虑。
then y'all can actually not y'all. Then New York can actually become Corinth.
从来不会被情爱绊住手脚，自然不会理解。
你方才问我为何愿做俘虏入圣安？
My water bottle cap.
我是为了来见你最后一面，你信吗？
我信。
Good and Fisk. No, but like Fisk is ideals, not as corrupted though. If you get what I'm saying.
我走了。
明天便是我的行刑日。我想问你，你对本王可曾有过真心？
或许有过。
可我是真心的。
No, I unintentionally killed another guy.
你和我并肩同行。
I didn't mean to kill him. I was expecting to kill the goddamn sister. This is the 3rd death. I'm about to go on to 4 deaths, I'm pretty sure.
原来你就是委员长，那我就看。
And I locked myself in a cutscene. Oops.
不管人生这条路如何被击死，你绝不会甘心认命。
In another life. Yeah, somehow with these two it always ends in a tragic ending. I want to get a happy ending for Li Tai. I'm so sick of always, you know, ending it sad and depressed with these two. No, I feel bad for this one.
昭仪，陛下说他将魏王的生死交给昭仪来定。
We have to spare his life. If we can spare his life, he becomes an ally, right?
是，属下明白了。吴昭仪，此药对伤疤愈合有好处。
林校尉，这不像你。
过去我一直将你视作对陛下的威胁，但你确实在真心相助陛下。这药是赔罪。
多谢。
Aww, ally, we got an ally.
陛下，昭仪已做决议，留魏王一命。
知道了。你说，若意外而处，昭儿会这样护着朕吗
？Yes。
属下不敢妄测昭仪心意。
Fuck。
是啊。你怎么会知道？
可陛下，魏王已伏法认罪，如此重罪若轻轻放过，恐难服众，亦有被国法纲纪。难道真的要放了他？
他和高阳一样，皆是被舅父诬陷谋反。父皇若在，不会想看到朕和他手足相残。将魏王软禁封地，永世不得回京。
是。
来日。 朕会为他们洗清冤屈。
Yes, level-headed brother. Once again, I like this man more as a character, or in theory, right? In theory, this is the type of person you want in your life. However, Prince of Wei just has a lot more chemistry with the female lead, so I like them together better. They're already passing Cyclops around. He just got here.
昭儿，前路艰险，我只想护着你。
Hey, the more shipping happens, the more free advertising the game gets. That's simply how it works. I don't make the rules.
又是一年冬日，有你在我身边，真好。
是啊，在这杀机四伏的皇城里，我已与陛下携手走过了多个冬日。 虽然太极宫的冬日从未真正过去，我们也一直在给彼此取暖。希望我们能早日携手共创我们的盛世天下。
You shall. Your path to the throne draws one step closer. Closer to power. How is our current state of things? More allies than we have enemies. Let's go. For the first time in a while. Oh wait, Li Tai counts as dead? I guess he's exiled, but he's not dead though. Whatever, that means he can't help us anymore. And that sucks. However, yay, more allies than enemies. I think Xu Minghui is probably going to be an ally and then die. Because that's just how this is happening right now. I think what else is probably going to happen? Chances of Youzi also dying, very high. Chances of Li Fu dying, not very high. I think Li Fu is gonna survive. Our two official friends, they're probably also gonna live until the end. And the Attendant Mu is still in a neutral state, even though I haven't seen him in forever. Have not seen this man since, like, I think chapter 22 or something. It's been a while since we've last seen him. All I know is that at the start he kept letting us into the Empress chambers. But ever since, there's been no mention of him. So that's very strange. Let's see, what else? Mo Ying, I really hope I get to kill this bitch at the end because he still pisses me off. Zhang Sun, obviously, he has to be exiled or die at some point. Same thing with the Empress. She has to die if we want to win. Or she has to be exiled if we want to win. And then Chu Su, I mean, he doesn't really matter. He's in the same gang as the Zhang Sun, so if Zhang Sun's gone, this man's also gone. A lot of bonus stories. Go to storyline, claim my stuff. 64% through. Alright then, there's probably no way I'm gonna finish today though. However, can I claim all chapters? Yes, I can in fact claim all. Confirm. Closer to power, and then we have a few chapters. Oh my god. How do I still have up to 41 chapters? Jesus Christ, man. This do be long, or this can be long if you decide it's long. I have so many hours that I'm gonna put into this fuck-ass game. Bobby, I'm very concerned with what you just sent me. Extremely concerned with what you just sent. Was it by a white couple, perhaps? Specifically, was it by an American white couple, perhaps? Oh, that's new. Minority on minority violence? Unprompted? That's new. that was unexpected on my end. Yo. Oh no, I'm sending this man flowers. Why did I send this man flowers? This is gonna take forever. But I need to egg him as much as I can. He's such a smug bastard. He doesn't deserve to live. I think I clicked on it too much, yeah. Who do we give flowers to? They dressed up the kids in Qipao. Oh no, do not send me the video. And I'm serious here. I don't want to see this train wreck. Chirpy, get all the love already. You better be on the front page of most loved characters. That is true. As long as no forest got caught on fire during the quote-unquote Japanese theme but actually Chinese theme baby shower. Was that what it was? Yeah, baby shower. Then we're all good. Also, hi Pengu. Joined so late. I'm about to end. I think I hit the 2-hour mark, if I'm not wrong. I should have hit somewhere around the 2-hour mark. I haven't been checking. I've literally just been playing this game, just ending it whenever I hit a proper, like, or I hit a timely point to stop playing. Kids in Qipao, parents in kimonos, Panda Express, Lunar New Year gift bet. That is a dumpster fire. That is just an Asian. It's just an Asian baby shower. I don't think you can really name a country for it. The next thing you tell me, they have like butter chicken for dinner, and then what? Like pho for breakfast the next day. I can't even, man. What are her feet? This has been read the end. Oh, the freaking bracelet is back again. They have K-pop? Holy shit. They're not in a very Chinese era of their life. They're in a very Asian, or currently East Asian era of their life. Once again, the C has been ignored. When will people stop ignoring SEA, man? When will people remember that SEA exists in the grand scheme of Asia? That was themed red, but it was just random Asian things. I mean, random Asian things, a lot of Asian things have happened to be red. I think coincidence? That's like the kind of cringe that I'm like kind of endeared by, if that makes any sense. You know, they're like, hey, let me throw, like I can't even be offended by that. You know, people who are like, oh my god, stop culturally appropriating this. Cultural appropriation this, cultural appropriation that. I'm just like, that's kind of cringe. But at the same time, I just think it's just because you don't know any better and you have good intentions. So I can't even be mad. I cannot even be mad. Did you know a lot of Asians happen to live in India? Whoa, who would have thought? I had no clue. Oh, what do you mean by close, Bobby? There ain't no way there's actually Nutella dumplings. I mean, Nutella's dumplings isn't even that far-fetched. Like, sugar dumplings are an actual thing. Ah, you mean the Japanese, the Japanese fish pancakes, but then you put Nutella in it. That's just, yeah. Yeah, once again, at this point, it's just they're trying. They're trying their best. A little cringe, but I don't think anyone can realistically take any offense to it. I'll be honest. It's cute in like a way that a, you know, roadside abandoned dog is cute, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I've talked enough. At this point, I don't even make any. Don't question mark me. Do not question mark me. I'm gone. Bye.